Hello everyone, this is Ben and Lily from Philippines Xtremes. Welcome to the channel. We appreciate all your support. Our subscriber count is steadily rising, our views are going up, and that's all thanks to you. So given that fact, we recently offered memberships for our channel, and we have 3 tiers. The first tier just being a small fee of roughly $3, where you can just contribute to us and help us, you know, contribute to those around us. And then the top tier is roughly $10 per month, where you can have once a month a 30-minute phone call or a video chat with me, where you can ask me anything as far as related to the Philippines or just anything you want to talk about. So consider joining up on that, because that'll really help us continue to be benefits to those around us. So enough about that. Today, we're going to talk about crime that foreigners commit in the Philippines. Okay, so let's get right into it. So these are the top 4 reasons that foreigners get in trouble for here in the Philippines. Now, keep in mind that these are mostly for the foreigners that live here long term. Okay, so we're not talking about any immigration issues or anything like that, just the people that are living here. All right, so number 1, malicious mischief. Now that might sound like a funny word, cause a mischief like a teenager. So number 1 is malicious mischief. So malicious mischief, some of the things that fall into that category are property damage, altercations with your neighbors where maybe there's a fence line dispute and you break his fence. Or I even saw one guy on my group, he spray painted the sidewalk saying do not park here, and some of it was on his neighbor's property, and that was a crime. Slashing tires, breaking windows, things of that nature can land you with a malicious mischief charge. And that is the number 1 thing that foreigners that live here get in trouble for. And you don't really want to have that happen to you, because as a foreigner, you're at the mercy of everything. I mean, you're going to be looked at in the wrong almost in all things. And it's a kind of a guilty until proven innocent kind of scenario. So you want to avoid that. And then the number 2 is physical injury. And that's pretty basic. A lot of foreigners here tend to get in fights. And if you get in a fight and you cause harm to your opponent and he has to go to the hospital, or if he loses his wages, or there's any long-lasting damage, you are responsible for paying for all of those things. But not only that, you also have a fear of getting arrested and doing time in jail and paying a fine on top of all those other things. So fighting is not, something that you want to engage in here. You don't want to engage in it anywhere, especially if you're an older person. It's like be mature, learn how to handle your issues without violence. But unfortunately, a lot of people that come here are still, a little bit immature, and they haven't gotten a handle on those things, and they tend to get in fights. And that's the number 2 most common thing that expats get in trouble for here, which is physical injury, aka fighting. Now the number 3, which is probably not reported as much as the statistics show, but it is it's the Anti-Violence Against Women and Children Act. And basically that means domestic abuse. And some people say that is the number 1 reason why people get arrested here. But according to this website that kept statistics for, it was number 3 on their list. So, all of these lists can, they vary from year to year, from month to month. But this list, it landed on number 3. So, you know, if you get in a domestic dispute with someone and you cause harm, you are going to be definitely arrested. You're going to be put in jail. You're going to be facing deportation. There's all kinds of ramifications that come with it, and you really, really need to have a handle on your emotions. And if you're in a toxic situation and things start to get heated, it's probably best if you just leave the situation. Now, here, even if you threaten, if you just make threats, like say, oh, I just want to smack you, or something like that, or a lot of people say, oh, I want to kill you, just as a saying or whatever. That is a threat, and it is arrestable, and it is a jailable offense. So you don't want to find yourself affronted with those charges, because they will go on your permanent record, and they can also get you deported and blacklisted. And if you have a family here and you're blacklisted, it's extremely hard to get that lifted. So you do not want to find yourself embroiled in that kind of scenario. Now, the last one on the list is called estafa. And essentially what estafa is swindling. And this is the number 4 reason that foreigners get in trouble here. And swindling is basically like fraud or misrepresentation of who you are, or your ability to pay for things, or your involvement in a company or corporation or something. If you sell something and you never deliver the goods, or if you commit any kind of financial type of fraud, that's a really, really big offense, and they don't take kindly to that. And that is a definite blacklistable, deportable offense. And that can, and all these things, there are other things that apply to it loosely, and they can be fit into the category of committing deception. So committing any type of deception over finances is considered estafa, aka swindling. So that's pretty much it on the list. My next part of the series will be on drugs in the Philippines, because I have some pretty interesting tales to spin for you. Some recent developments that I read while I was researching this. So tomorrow I will be uploading a video about foreigners who use drugs here, and some of the penalties that they've received, and some of the nightmarish kind of experiences that they've had. So guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate all your support. Please like this video. It helps me so much. A lot of times I get a lot of views on a video, and people don't tend to hit that like button. So if you hit that like button, I would really, really appreciate it. And consider subscribing to my channel for future updates. And check out our new membership tiers, where you can get a one-on-one consultation with me via voice chat or even a video call. And you can ask me anything that you want. And if I don't know the answer, I'll even research it for you, and we can discuss all kinds of range of topics. So thank you very much for watching. From Lily and I, the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for everything, and have a blessed day.